What's happening? This your boy Louisiana Chris, and you tuning in to the Louisiana Chris Show, you heard me? And this video is a little bit different. It's not much Louisiana related like I always put out, but this is about, it is the South related, but the thing about it is it took place in Mississippi, but it was filmed in California. And it's about the movie Life, starring Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy. And I wanted to talk about Claude Banks, played by Martin Lawrence, and Ray Gibson, played by Eddie Murphy. Maturity made me realize about this fucking movie. It made me realize that Martin Lawrence's character, Claude Banks, he was naive and clueless than a motherfucker. He was, if it wasn't for motherfucking Rayford Gibson, played by Eddie Murphy, that nigga would've, there's a lot of things that he would have never made it without Ray. Even though they both was at fucking fault because of Ray, played by Eddie Murphy, because of that fucking daddy's watch and shit, and he threw that on the table just to gamble and all that, because he ran out of fucking money, I think. Yeah, he ran out of fucking money. Then Clarence Williams III josed him out, played his ass, took his watch, and he been looking for that watch ever since throughout the whole movie. And then Claude spent the last $2 fucking on some woman that he barely even knows. Took him down upstairs and they smashed. They fucking smashed. And in order for that, he gave up all the fucking you could say that he cheated. Well, he did fucking cheated because his girl was Sanaa Lathan and shit. And in the opening of the fucking movie, he owed his tab to the club owner, played by the late great Rick James. Then when Ray, you know, he's a con artist, he saved Claude's life from drowning with a gang of rats and shit, from drowning and shit. Cause he made a deal with Spanky, played by Rick James, that we could go all the way down to Mississippi to buy some booze. They never came back. They came back to New York City, where they from. They got into some shit on gambling because it was Ray fucking fault for gambling. But you know what? Matter of fact, it's both of they niggas. It's both of they fault. Claude simp ass spent the last $2 fucking to help a girl, not knowing what the fuck she needed it for. Played his ass with the last $2. Rayford lost his watch. Now he josing on the fucking watch that he lost. And now he gotta find Winston Hancock, played by the late great Clarence Williams III. And they wound up motherfucking bumping into racist ass Cheryl Pike's dudes. Then next thing you fucking know, they get locked up because they witnessed blood on their shirt, and they witnessed Winston Hancock, and they planted all that shit because they killed him because he said a smart remark and gave Cheryl Pike the motherfucking scar on his motherfucking face, which that's what his ass get. They came at the wrong place in the wrong time, seeing Winston Hancock dead, and they get framed for the fucking murder, and they go to Mississippi State Penitentiary for serving life in prison. There's 3 things that two things that Ray saved Claude from. He saved him from getting drowned by Spanky, because of how stupid he is, because he's a bank teller. He start on Monday. but he never did. So he loses his girl. Well, no, now I'm gonna go talk about that later. He saves him from drowning, and 2, he saves him from getting fucking raped by Goldmouth because he was about to give up the motherfucking cornbread, which you do not do once you're in the motherfucking penitentiary. You don't give up your motherfucking cornbread to nobody. You don't even ask them for no cornbread. You don't do that shit. He saved Ray, and Ray had to pay the price for that shit, you heard me? And I give it up to Ray. At least he was no punk, no bitch. He held his fucking own. I knew a bitch hit harder than you. I know a bitch named Della hit harder than you. Man, that was the Harlem Nights reference right there, you heard me? But Rayford hold his own, man. Like, and then like Claude should be thanking Rayford, man, because if he did this shit by himself, he would have never fucking made it without Rayford. That's a lot of situations, but out of all of the characters in this fucking movie, Claude took a lot of L's. Now back to it. He lost his girl to cousin Melvin. Now all of a sudden he wants Rayford motherfucking help to escape. But he drew a fucked up ass mouth on some jokes and shit because he knew Claude was not gonna tag along with his ass. So he loses his girl, played by Sanaa Lathan, to his cousin Melvin that we never saw in the fucking movie. 2, he almost drowned. 3, even when they was older, even they was motherfucking older, Rayford saved him. He could have shot him dead if his toes got out the bottle. What did Rayford did? I probably shoot you with it, Mr. Sir. So he wound up paying the price again for Claude's bullshit. Pull his ass along with him. Join his ass with him. Even though Rayford was fucked up as a con artist and he was shady, but he was loyal to Claude and he saved him from many motherfucking situations, dog. Like, that's a true motherfucking friend, even though he was fucked up. As much as he was fucked up in the head and he was doing things the wrong fucking way, at least that nigga had motherfucking Claude back. From whether it was the rape, getting killed because he was chasing, he was craving for these white only pies. 2 and 3 and third, what was the third? Oh yeah, from getting raped because he's about to give up the fucking cornbread, which you don't do. That pissed me off. That scene pissed me off the fucking most, G. It really did. Like, Claude, you could tell, Claude didn't have no prison mentality, high IQ. When it came to, like, giving up the motherfucking, I'm about to give, I didn't want the cornbread, I want you to have it. Not knowing that Goldmouth gonna fuck you, gonna rape you and shit. No homo and all that, but he was gonna rape you, G. If you gave up that motherfucking cornbread, if Rayford didn't say nothing by taking up for you. Claude bitch ass acting like, I don't want you to take up for me. I'm a grown man. If he wants the dang on cornbread, that damn let him have the fucking cornbread. Then Rayford had to get his ass kicked and get paid. He wound up paying the price because of Claude's ignorance and stupidity. Not knowing that man, even though I like the scene, it's a funny ass scene, but I'm just saying, it pisses me off that he was gonna give up the cornbread after Goldmouth asked him that, hey girl, he even called her a gal. That's a red flag right there. Why you can't call me A? Say, bruh. Say, Wouldve. Say, dog. Like, can I have your cornbread and shit? Why you gotta say, hey, girl, you gonna eat your corn? Nah. So I'm glad if it wasn't for Rayford Gibson, Claude would have, man, he was taking L's. I ain't gonna lie to you. So that's all I gotta say. That, man, Claude Banks took more L's than motherfucking Rayford Gibson. Rayford held his own 10 toes down. And he was a true motherfucking friend. Claude wound up redeeming himself when Ray Dalt's Claude died in that fucking hot crib. When he set the house on fire. And his plan wound up finally worked. And they left the prison. And stole some bodies thinking that they was dead. And they got somewhere on, they hid somewhere. They hopped on some type of fucking fire truck. And then they wound up going to motherfucking New York and then the New York Yankees, and then now all of a sudden live together. Happily ever after. But Claude did, that's the time that Claude only took a W to the end. But throughout the whole movie, if it wasn't for Ray, Claude would have, man. I'm out, y'all. This your boy Louisiana Chris, and I'm out. Peace. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Peace.